Sunday. Oh, is today Youth Sunday? Good morning, my name is Emmanuel, and I want to talk about youth ministry a little bit. So what happened last year is we had Fuse once a month, and we had these God Squads. I'm not sure if you heard about them, but it was hard for them to meet up consistently and to keep the flow, so we decided to try something different. And last year there was no middle school ministry. Even before all that, there was none. And actually this year we've got a middle school ministry, so it's really nice. And we moved to the suburbs, and we're having theater church in the suburbs. It's really beautiful how many things are being added. And this year ministry has changed in that every other month it cycles with service project, fun activity, service project, fun activity. And the reason why I separated internal guidance with some an activity or volunteers is because I wanted kids to be able to choose if I really want to focus on learning something internal or learning, I guess, about a faith life, come to the once a month. And if you want to just do the activity, it's also once a month. So 2 things every month is happening. It's just the activity and the volunteer rotates every other month. And usually what we do is a volunteer to feed my starving children. Looking for other venues to invest in. That's what we're doing now. And yeah, so for me, under youth ministry, because I feel like that's the best way we can invest into the future of Unification Church and have True Fathers teachings established in a solid way. And I feel like because I really love True Parents, they love my parents love me. It's like this flow of love. And so I want to kind of carry that on. And what I learned is that looking at other people in school who don't have a big community, I guess a lot of times I think about what I want to do or what I want to be, but I guess having a community and being able to think about other people is a really good experience. Whether, things don't work out, people don't come on time, it doesn't matter. The experience of working together with young people and serving something bigger than yourself is actually a really great opportunity that I'm really grateful for. And so thank you so much, Chicago community. And yeah, here's Susan. She's going to be talking about a little bit more. So thank you.
Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Okay, so as you guys know, a bunch of us are sharing our experience of youth ministry, so that's what I'm going to share. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sujan Ogden. I'm the youngest Ogden, I think, from my whole family. Even my family in England, I think I'm the youngest. Oh, no, yeah. No? Anyway, in America, I am the youngest Ogden. Okay. And yes, I did youth ministry. I was helping out Emmanuel, which is the person you just saw. I was helping him out, just trying to support to do youth ministry. And the reason why I wanted to contribute my time to youth ministry was because I've been home for about 1 year, and I was recently on a program called Generation Peace Academy. For those of you who don't know it, it's a program that our church organizes, and it just gives us some time to do service work and just different activities with the youth to learn about ourselves. And so that program actually was a really good experience for me. And I feel like one big thing that I learned was just being able to give to other people is actually a really joyful experience. I don't know if anyone has had that kind of experience before. Hopefully everyone can have that experience. But that's kind of why I did the youth ministry, because I wanted to still have that experience in my life, being able to be put in the position to give. And then also another reason was because I think maybe all of us can relate. It's very easy to get caught up in home life and work and all these different things. But I feel like one thing that giving to other people can give to you is kind of like, it's just a way to rise out of that kind of small bubble that you have, and then you can give to other people. So that's why I did it. But honestly, one big obstacle that I hit was, yeah, I don't know. I faced the challenge of that desire still being there. And I think one big thing for me is, yeah, when you're expected to do something, or when you're asked to do something out of more of like a kind of expectation that you should be that person, it becomes a little bit more difficult to have that desire to give. I don't know if anyone can relate to that. I'm sure you experience that in your families. Maybe parents, you know, when you want to prepare something nice for your children and then they demand it of you, it becomes a little bit more difficult to want to give. And so I kind of faced that challenge working with youth ministry. And that was, throughout the whole year, I kind of had that challenge of still working to want to give to the community. And I think one big thing I learned, or one really beautiful experience I had was, I think maybe the youth ministry remembers, it was just when we had the sleepover. We organized this one sleepover for the brothers and sisters separately. And then the sisters and I, there was a group of us. There was Karina Sucker, Carrie Arline, Miyuki Maeda, and myself. We just organized a really simple sleepover for all the sisters in the community. And not all of them showed up, obviously, but a good group showed up. And it was just a good experience because I felt that joy that I was talking about, the joy of being able to give to other people. And I felt like it was an experience that, yeah, that kind of reminded me of, that's the reason why I wanted to do youth ministry. And so that was the two things I wanted to share. And I think another thing, just to kind of conclude my part of this, is Mother asked all of us to write a testimony, and just asked us to write our experience. Mother meaning Reverend Hak Cha Han. She's the head of the whole Unification Church right now. And she just asked each youth ministry person to write a testimony. And I felt like that is something that really kind of inspires me to work harder next year, I think. It's something that's really important to her right now, the youth of our movement. And it was something Emmanuel was talking about too, kind of our future. And so that really inspires me to work harder. So I think I wanted to end with just more of a determination to support Emmanuel more and to put more of my effort out there. But otherwise, I had a really good experience, even, you know, juggling everything, you know, my own life, but being able to give something was a really good experience. So thank you. And then also I wanted to invite up Yoshi. And he's going to also share his experience working with the middle school ministry. So please welcome him up.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My name is Yoshi Okabe. I'm actually from Wisconsin, and I'm the second Okabe out of three boys. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys know my family or not, but I'm 21, and I recently came back from a program that Sujin was talking about, Generation Peace Academy. And I think I'll just share is why I started to invest, or want to start up, or become part of the youth ministry here. Yeah, so after GPA ended, for some reason I just really felt called to want to move down here. Yeah, and then I just called up Emmanuel. I'm like, is it cool if I just move in with you guys? And luckily they were just really welcoming, and they welcomed me in their house. And from there we just started talking about youth ministry because Emmanuel was a youth pastor here. And I told him, I'm like, all right, well, for the first half month I'm just going to be working, so I have a lot of time on my hands. Is there anything I can help you out with? And then he said, yeah. I mean, the middle school slot, we're going to try something new this year, and the middle school slot is open. So if you want to take that up, you know, go for it. And initially, like, my initial reaction was just like, in the beginning I struggled so actually with a lot of my high school years, or even on GPA, just being able to be with middle schoolers or younger than high schoolers, like, I couldn't do it. I struggled so much with just like being around kids, and just I felt like such a disconnect that, you know, I couldn't relate to them, or, you know, there's just such a I had this idea of myself that, you know, I was a certain person, or like I just, in general, I couldn't relate to them. I had this concept in my head, and it's just, it held me back so much, but just taking time to kind of look back from it, and more of, you know, is this something I really want to do, kind of approach, or, you know, what? Yeah, for certain, I just looked at it at a different angle, you know, like, I guess you could say from more of like a higher perspective rather than myself. The slot is open. You know, what can I gain from it, or what can I learn from it? Looking at kind of like that, I kind of looked back into my own middle school life and kind of started reflecting on why I struggle with a certain aspect of my life. And I don't know if you guys heard of GOP. It's where you go to Korea for a year, you learn Korean, and then you're in a dormitory in South Korea. It means General Orientation Program. I still don't really know what that means, but that's what it means. But anyways, my experience there, I felt like was something that really helped me out so much with my life and why I was able to go through high school and want to continue coming to church camps. It was simply because when I went to GOP or in Korea, the environment there, just being around BCs or whatnot, it was a very positive, accepting kind of environment. And even though I made really good friends, the coolest thing about it was just that we had such a positive influence on one another. We can, even throughout high school, we still kept on contacting and, you know, supporting one another, asking how we're doing, and just asking how school life is and stuff like that. But even though I didn't realize how much that really meant to me, it actually really helped me out so much throughout my high school life. And the reason why I continue to come back, or the reason why I started becoming more interested in the Unification Church. And kind of just reflecting upon that, I felt like that's what brought me to want to start a middle school ministry, or why I became more engaged in the youth ministry here. And I was really lucky, actually. It wasn't just me that decided to start this up. Initially, Carrie was on the list. I was like, okay, I'll just run Carrie. But I was really blessed to have Carrie Arline and Miyuki Maeda to support me in this. And it was a really good experience. And that was kind of our vision, or why we wanted to do it as well. It's just we wanted to just make a place where people can make friendships, but at the same time really feel accepted and have just friends that have a positive influence in your life. I feel like that's always so important. But yeah, I feel like throughout this whole year, I definitely grew a heart towards, you know, middle schoolers or kids younger than me. I feel, anyways, in a sense, very liberated that I could just be myself. I feel like that's something that I struggle so much with my life. I just had a hard time being myself, or being a person that I can be genuinely like all the time. And just being around kids or just being around middle schoolers, I feel like liberated me from that concept of myself before. There's a lot of things I learned throughout the middle school ministry, and it has been a really good experience. And after the whole thing was done, I was just like, okay, never again kind of feeling. But just looking back, there's so much that God has really, I felt He really just trusted me within doing this, because I felt so incapable that I'm not this person that I can public speak, or I'm not this person that can take on a leadership role. But He really trusted me so much in that I was able to see, appreciate kind of a different aspect of myself, which I thought was really, really cool. So anyways, I just like to thank the community for that, providing me the opportunity for me to take on the role, and it's been great. It's been really great. So upcoming, we're going to have a couple testimonies from the participants, and they're cool people. So the rest after this is just we're going to show a couple videos of different youth ministry, or how the year went on and just a different collage of stuff. So please welcome up Shian Ono.
Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about Bounce Back, the middle school and freshman youth gathering. So it was lots of fun, and ended about once every other week. It was cool that we could all like meet each other, meet new people that you never knew from church. Like Jackie Dew, lots of people didn't know him. And since he came to Bounce Back, I think lots more people know about him, and yeah, he's a cool guy. And, I also want to thank the leaders the leaders of Bounce Back, Yoshi, Carrie, Miyuki, and Jinsung. Sorry if I missed anyone. And yes. Okay, now here's Sunja. Kono.
I kind of wrote something. During Bounce Back, I've gained many things: spiritual growth, friends, and something to look forward to. I've had many great experiences and older brothers and sisters to look up to. I got to be with friends and even make more. We took time to learn about Foundation Day and many other things. I really liked Bounce Back because while helping us grow spiritually, they made it fun at the same time. I also liked that almost every time we went somewhere different. Everyone learned something new every time about each other and about the church community. Bounce Back also let older second gen to have a chance to get closer to the younger ones. In my opinion, I think Bounce Back was a great idea. I feel that kids can become more social and can gain more spiritual guidance and have fun at the same time with a program like this. I'm really thankful to Carrie, Miyuki, Jinsung, Cahill, Kuni, and Yoshi for helping us throughout the start of the most difficult parts of our lives. Next is Youngmi.
I kind of wrote something too. Okay, my Bounce Back experience helped me make new friends and let me spend more time with the kids in the Chicago community. Also, they make the learning experiences fun and try to make everything they teach relate to all the difficulties we go through in junior high. Out of all the awesome things we did in Bounce Back, one of my favorite memories was when we went ice skating. It was my first time skating and the first time I started my adventure. Thank you, Yoshi, Carrie, Kuni, Cahill, Jin, and Miyuki for creating a group where we could all bounce back.
Good morning, parents and brothers, sisters. So I'm sorry that I wasn't able to give this testimony in person, live. Still trying to build confidence, but I thought this way it would be a lot more funner and I'd be able to express my ideas more clearly to you. I wanted to talk about why I decided to do youth ministry and like my experience so far. I should first introduce myself. I'm sorry I'm being very rude. I'm Carrie Arline, I'm 21. Right now I'm working part-time at Cayeva and going to school at Harper College. I don't know what I want to major yet. This semester I'm trying to go into hospitality management, but hopefully I figure that out. But I did STF for a year, and I think knowing that, it kind of correlates with why I do this for your kids and why I enjoy it so much. So some of you might not know this or maybe shocked or whatever, but I chose to do STF on my own because, you know, I really wanted to like find myself and really find my value within myself. Like, I was tired of just relying on it through like relying on people or like things to just make me feel good, and I just wanted to be free from that. So that's why I chose STF to, you know, really find out what I wanted to do. I wanted to live a life of meaning. And then when I went to STF, I was able to experience this environment where it was just like so much love. It was just an abundance of love. Like, everything you needed was there. Like, you know, you didn't search outside of it. Like, you didn't care how you looked. You didn't care, like, you know, makeup. You didn't care if like you showered. Some days you didn't even shower for like 3 days or stuff, or, you know, like armpits, hygienes, like none of that really mattered, because like you knew that your brothers and your sisters loved you, and you knew that, you know, you were in an environment where none of that was needed. You could just purely be yourself. And if you ever were feeling depressed or something, you had your older brothers and sisters to really talk to and, like, you know, just guide you, you know. And to me, that was like, I was really grateful for that. And I was just like, because I was able to experience that, you know, because I like felt like how much Ingenim really loved and invested to us. Like, you know, I wanted to give that back to other people. I wanted people, like, to share to people, you know, like, actually our church is amazing. Like, our church is really, really beautiful. And like, our theology was, once I was able to like be in that environment, I was able to like understand more about our theology. And then so once I got back, you know, that's what I wanted to do. But so I started doing some camps and stuff, but like that, you know, that went on for a little bit. But then when school started, you know, I got really caught up in school and just trying to like get A's and stuff, and kind of forgot about, you know, that feeling, that environment. And I wasn't able to experience that environment while being at school, and like nothing was really there, you know, to kind of like kind of help guide me. And so like, yeah, so then, you know, I was just doing my own thing. And then also at one point, you know, I got in a matching process with someone, and it didn't really work out, and that kind of really destroyed me and like put me in a really bad place where it was just like self-pity and just like really depressed, and I couldn't get outside of myself. Like, I couldn't open myself, and like I wasn't just living, you know. I was just so caught up in this. But then that's when they were like, oh, do you want to do youth ministry? And like, you know, I was just like, first I was just like nonchalant, whatever, like sure, fine. But then like, you know, Yoshi and Yuki, you know, I started doing it with them. And Yoshi would always like push us to like make sure that we did it consistently. And through doing that, you know, working with your kids and like planning and like just trying to like open myself and be in a position where like I had to give love, like I was able to experience so much joy, and like I finally was able to experience like happiness and get out of that like vortex of like self-pity, and just really invest into the kids and be reminded, you know, actually this is what I wanted to do originally, you know, like sure, like these hiccups happen or whatever, but like I wanted to like have the kids experience this environment where they don't have to rely on other things to make them feel valuable. And that's why we created Bounce Back, and that's why I want to do this, because I don't want your kids to go through the same path that I did, and I want to give them something that I always wanted. So hopefully that explains why I did that, and hopefully, you know, the kids can come and we can even make it better. So that's my testimony on why I decided to do youth pedestrian bounce back and how I really enjoy it. And I also want to thank Jerry and Lena for always investing into us and stuff, and really grateful for them and really grateful for STF and Engine Instruments. So yeah, thank you so much. To the next person.
Hi, Michael.
I'm Sydney.
And I'd like to thank Bounce Back for bringing me closer to all the second gen in our community. And my favorite experience here was going ice skating because I got to learn to skate with my friends.
Bounce Back was a great experience. I got a chance to be with and make more friends, and I also got to learn some pretty cool stuff.
Hi everyone, my name is Miyuki. I'm in charge of Bounce Back with Kieri and Yoshi, and today I'm just going to briefly summarize what we do at Bounce Back. So from basically meet up at 1 to 5, either at Learning Center or at someone's home. And from 1 to 1:30 we have free time, and we just wait till everyone arrives. So we play games, and from 1:30 to 2:45 we have activity time, and we just play like team bonding activities so the kids get to know each other more and have bonding experiences. And from 2:45 to 3 we have snack time, and we just feed the kids snacks or drinks. And from 3 to 4 we have internal guidance, and we usually read from the Chipaw's autobiography, or me, Kiera, Yoshi gives like a short talk or guidance on what we want to teach the kids. And from the rest of the time, from 4 to 5, we have free time, and we just wait till the kids get picked up from their parents. And yeah, that's basically what we do. I just want to thank the parents for letting us take care of their kids and hope that the kids really enjoy Bounce Back. And yeah, bye.
Yo guys, guess what time it is? It's
summer camp!
Woo! Yeah! Alright, so first off we have elementary camp starting from July 7th to July 9th. And then next we have middle school from July 10th to July 14th. Be there in middle school. And high school workshop from July 16th to July 20th. And last but not least, young adult workshop, August 16th to August 18th.
And for all you graduating seniors, registration for GPA ends July 15, and they're gonna have a camp this year of 100 participants. So make sure you sign up early. And yeah, we'll see you later. Peace.
Hello?
Hello.
Did you guys enjoy that? Awesome. Actually, Cooney made this video for us, so if you guys can give a round of applause. It was a really good experience, and I hope that the parents could see like what the kids were able to experience, and the kids can be reminded, and like the other kids who haven't been there, you guys can come too, because we're gonna start it. But yeah, I just want to end with the closing prayer, so please join me all in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father and true parents, thank you so much for this wonderful day. And thank you so much for allowing all of us here to gather together and just really just be with one another and really just trying to look for your love, Heavenly Father, and really just rejuvenating our hearts so that we can give love to others. And I hope that all of us can take something from this video and be inspired that you know, there's so much love out there and so much love within us. So just want to say thank you so much, Heavenly Father, and I like to report in your name and in my name. Amen. Aju.